Here are 10 must-watch French Netflix series that you should definitely check out. And how do I know that they're worth your time? Because I'm a person who spends way too much time on Netflix, and I've actually watched enough of each of these shows to have a solid opinion. These are the kind of series I would happily recommend as a French learner myself, especially to others who are also learning the language. These series have the right mix of language, slang, and cultural vibes. So let's kick things off with the first one.
Braqueurs.
The show opens with Shainez posing as a hooker to steal money from a hotel guest with the help of her girlfriend, Liana. What they expect to be a quick score of a few hundred euros takes a dangerous turn when, instead of cash, they find 8 kilograms of cocaine in the man's bag. Things quickly spiral out of control. What starts out as a simple theft soon turns into a full-blown turf war between drug lords in Belgium, all because of one bad decision. Shainez's uncle, who has a dark history of tracking and torturing people for information, also gets involved, adding even more chaos into the mix. If you enjoy high-stakes crime thrillers with family drama and dangerous confrontations, this series offers plenty of action and tension. It's a gripping story of survival with moments of unexpected warmth.
Dans la nuit.
I really didn't expect to enjoy an apocalyptic show where the sun kills people, but this one surprised me. This Belgian thriller follows a group of passengers on a red-eye flight from Brussels. Their flight is hijacked by Terenzio. He is an Italian NATO soldier who forces an early takeoff, claiming that the sun will kill them. At first, his actions, of course, seem irrational, especially when he shoots the only pilot on board. But as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that he was actually right. The group actually manages to land in Helsinki, only to find devastation and chaos, confirming that Terenzio's fears were real. Now, with fuel running low, their only option is to keep flying west to survive. The tension builds as the passengers deal with constant shifts in leadership, power struggles, and the terrifying reality of the apocalypse. Into the Night is gripping from start to finish, offering intense stakes and a fast-paced plot that kept me really invested.
Lupin.
I've always enjoyed stories about the poor stealing from the rich, and Lupin fits right into that narrative. This French mystery thriller follows Assane Diop, a professional thief and the son of a Senegalese immigrant who moved to France seeking a better life. The story alternates between Assane's present-day attempt to steal a necklace from the Louvre and flashbacks from his childhood, when his father worked for the necklace's owner. In a heartbreaking turn, Assane's father is wrongly accused of stealing the necklace and dies in prison. Left to fend for himself, Assane grows up facing the harsh realities of growing up being a black immigrant in France. Despite these challenges, he is determined to be a better father to his own son, even planning an elaborate heist against his father's former employer to see things right. Inspired by the classic character Arsène Lupin, the gentleman thief, Assane's charm and ingenuity make him a captivating lead in this clever high-stakes story.
Tout part en fumée.
This French comedy is a refreshing change of pace from our list of thrillers. It follows Joseph, a failed entrepreneur who's seeking to open the first legal marijuana shop in France, while also navigating the complexities of his family life. Joseph's world is anything but smooth. His sister is moving to Japan with her secret girlfriend. Their father hasn't paid for their deceased mother's grave, and his business partner abandons him just before a crucial meeting. To top it all off, he is secretly dating his best friend's younger sister, complicating things further with their different backgrounds. Joseph is Jewish, and she is Muslim. Family dynamics always resonate with me, and this series promises heartfelt exploration of these relationships amid the quirky premise of transforming a butcher shop into a marijuana dispensary in Paris, just as legalization looms.
Emily in Paris.
This American comedy follows a young woman, Emily, as she spends a year working in Paris. Despite not speaking French or knowing much about French culture, she dives headfirst into her new life abroad. While this show's perspective is distinctively American, it offers a light introduction to French culture through Emily's outsider experience, blending English and French dialogue. Although the portrayal of French people in this series is exaggerated for comedic effect, the show remains entertaining, especially for those learning French or dreaming of living in France.
Anthracite.
This show dives right into its intensity from the start, inspired by the real-life drama of a cult. Within the first 5 minutes, a man is beaten and kidnapped, a clear sign that the stakes are pretty high. This story follows Ida, who sets out to find her father, journalist Solo Heilman, after hearing him being attacked on the phone. Instead of calling the authorities, she takes matters into her own hands, showing remarkable, if reckless, bravery. Her search leads her to Leviona, a small town connected to her father's disappearance and an old cult. She soon encounters Jaro, a paralee with unexpected ties to the cult, and together they uncover the town's dark past. At the center of all is Anthracite, a black coal found in the mines where the new cult operates. How Ida's father, the cult, and Jaro's past intertwine remains to be seen, but this mystery thriller wastes no time drawing you into its eerie and very complex world. But here's the catch: you'll miss out on all the details if you watch Anthracite the traditional way. That's why I recommend you watch it with FluentU. With FluentU's Chrome extension, you can learn with any Netflix content or YouTube video that has subtitles. It makes the subtitles interactive. This means that each subtitled word will be clickable. You can see meanings, examples written by language experts, and video examples of native speakers using the vocab across different contexts. So, you'll be able to watch Anthracite and look up vocabulary without ever changing your screen. And you'll be able to add the words to your vocab and learn them in a personalized quiz. That's not it. Pretty soon, you'll be able to import your favorite YouTube videos into your FluentU account, making it easier to watch them and learn on your phone. Are you a beginner? Don't worry. FluentU has thousands of authentic videos, a curated library that is tailored for you, no matter your level. In addition to this, FluentU has French lessons with helpful teacher explanations. And at the end of each lesson and video, you get personalized quizzes and speaking questions to make everything stick. To try FluentU right now for free, click the link in the description below and get your free trial. And speaking about missing out, this next show is one that you don't want to miss. It is hilarious.
Plan cœur.
This French comedy explores the ups and downs of female friendship, centering on Elsa, who's still stuck in her ex-boyfriend 2 years after their breakup. To make things worse, she still works with him. Her two best friends have had enough of her moping and take matters into their own hands. In an attempt to jumpstart Elsa's love life, her friend Charlotte hires a male escort to go on a date with her. Quite predictably, things don't go as planned. Elsa's nervousness leads to some cringe-worthy moments, and her first dating years is anything but smooth. But the drama doesn't stop with Elsa. Charlotte is hiding a secret affair with her brother's best friend, while their friend Milou, heavily pregnant, is lying about her partner about her work situation. While the show's focus is on the friendships between these three women and their personal struggles, the big question remains: will the plan succeed? It's a lighthearted exploration of love, secrets, and friendship, with plenty of twists to keep you guessing.
Furies.
This show dives into the Paris crime world, where 6 mafia families run the streets, balancing power and money until everything inevitably falls apart. At the center of it all is the Fury, a shadowy enforcer who keeps the criminal underworld in check. No one has seen her or lived to tell the tale, except for one person, Lina, an ordinary university student with criminal parents. On her birthday, Lina's father, the accountant for the Paris underworld, transferred her $2.5 million to help launder money, but later that night, he's murdered. Lina spends months in jail, refusing to speak, but starts piecing together the truth. Determined to avenge her father, she tracks down the Fury, only to learn that her father's death was part of a bigger conspiracy. With no other choice but to dive deeper into the crime world, Lina must follow the money to find out who's truly responsible.
M'entends-tu?
This Canadian French show centers on Ada, who is in therapy for her anger issues, often acts impulsively and violently, and has to care for her alcoholic mother, who is a struggling hooker. The narrative follows Ada and her 2 friends, Caro and Fabiola, all of whom are broke and take on odd jobs like singing in the metro to make ends meet. Each character grapples with personal challenges. Caro deals with severe anxiety stemming from a traumatic experience with an ex-boyfriend, has a strained relationship with her father, and discovers that she's pregnant. Meanwhile, Fabiola lives with her elderly grandmother and looks after a little girl whose mother is frequently absent, all while chasing her dream of becoming a performer through metro gigs and auditions. This show balances comedic and touching moments, offering a glimpse into the lives of lower-class French-Canadian women who depend on friendships and street smarts to navigate their struggles.
10%.
Cécile is an actress in Paris who anticipates signing a contract for a film in America. However, during an interview, her manager learns that she won't be cast due to her age, but he's too scared to tell her. The show also follows Camille, a girl who quit her job and moved to Paris after getting tired of selling underwear from her home in a small town. When a manager at Cécile's agency loses her assistant, Camille steps up to fill the role, despite Cécile's difficult reputation. After Cécile confronts her manager at his office, she unexpectedly meets Camille in an elevator, who accidentally reveals the secret. When Cécile later sees Gabriel in a restaurant and confronts him, he lies and says that they choose a male actor instead. Frustrated, Cécile decides to find a new agent. Matthias, another agent, learns of Cécile's search and attempts to bribe a producer to cast her anyway. He succeeds and approaches Cécile from Gabriel, causing drama within the agency. But there's a catch. Cécile must undergo plastic surgery to appear younger. This first episode ends with a giant cliffhanger, leaving viewers eager to see how the story unfolds. If you're looking for something refreshingly different, here's a bonus show for you. Check out this next video where we break down the sharp and hilarious take on 1960s French espionage as you learn even more French with TV shows.